We had, many of you said you stayed up and watched the meeting on Monday. Let's see where we start. We had before us a request that came out of Committee of the Whole to bond for, in two separate pieces, CSO monies for $27 million and other CIP projects, and I'm not going to call it the pothole plan. Help me not do that. Emergency road repair funding to $20 million, the tune of $20 million, up to $20 million. The $27 million portion of it, which is something yearly that we basically look at and know that we're going to have to come back and bond for, passed through unanimously. Went through with no problem. The other portion did not. And the reason being, and I can speak as one of the individuals who initially said, no, we need some more information. During the Committee of the Whole meeting, we had quite a bit of information that was yet outstanding that we needed. And if you stayed up and watched the discussion, I think you heard an hour and a half worth of very valid, very warranted questions that needed yet to be answered by both individuals that were at the meeting and individuals that were unable to be at the meeting. The difficulty became, one, it was publicly touted by the administration as a pothole plan, and that's where the money was going to all be going. And when we got down to the nitty-gritty of the bond and what we were bonding for, we were looking at $3 million. Well, where was the rest of the money going? What were we going to do to repair? And then we were told, is it worst first was the terminology that was being used? Do we fix the worst streets first? Is that how it's going to need to be used? And as a result of that, this Thursday, we had Chad Gamble come back to us, Director of Public Services, and do a full presentation on PACER ratings, and I think it's spelled SSER, actually. PACER, SSER, so excuse me on the spelling, I just looked at that. And that is where they literally have a system that they go through to rate each of the roads and what it will take to bring those roads from, and the good side of the road is a 10. Yeah, right. Most folks come back where you're happy if most roads are at a 7, and many of the roads that we were shown are at 2s and 3s is what we were told on Thursday. I asked for today, I sent an email back and did not get a response, for the map. I asked at the meeting and both emailed that we have a copy of the road map for the 3rd Ward, because I want to very specifically know, and part of my questioning was, where are these dollars going in the city? That was one of the questions even after our long Committee of the Whole meeting that we dissolved into from our general meeting for an hour and a half, that could not be answered. It had not been determined as of yet where the dollars were going to be expended in the city. That was a huge concern for me. And rightfully so, many of you who drive down Holmes, Pleasant Grove, you drive down MLK, you drive down our end of Waverly, or any of the number of the other streets. Obviously, we're going, yes, and of course you have them at other ends, but my principal concern was to focus on the 3rd Ward. We were told on Thursday that, well, he talked a lot about the crack and seal, mill, and what is the other word? He did them all in twos. Yeah, the SI and the CPI, all of the terminology that everyone told him, okay, the engineering ease and all of that conversation, can you bring it down to our level? Basically, to grind up the existing road and then refill or cover the road from curb to curb is what he's hoping or hopeful to do, because just the pothole fills will only last, what did he say, a year to 3 years, and then we really want to get to 15 years,
and the other one,
and the life lead. Yes.
And the other one was for 7
Yeah, the